Hello world, welcome back to Dante's Derivatives. Hey peeps, welcome back to my channel, Dante's Derivatives. Today, we're going to be going over day 7 of TryHackMe's Advent of Cyber 2022 event. And that means we're going to be doing some more data analysis. There's actually a file that we're going to be analyzing, so you can consider yourself a digital forensic specialist today. Let's go. All right, so as I mentioned before, we're on the Advent of Cyber 2022 event from TryHackMe, and we're doing day number 7. So let's go ahead and scroll down and see what we're doing here. I know specifically that we're doing data analysis because I've read through this, but I want you guys to read through this on your own time. We're going to be looking through this document, the Division of Labor Load Share Plan.doc, and yeah, I'll read the learning objectives and I'll kind of tell you about CyberChef a little bit, and then we'll get right into analyzing that document. Learning objectives. What is CyberChef? What are the capabilities of CyberChef? How to leverage CyberChef to analyze a malicious document. How to deobfuscate, filter, and parse the data. All right, so start your machine and CyberChef overview. So what CyberChef is, it's a web-based application used to slice, dice, encode, decode, parse, and analyze data or files. So we're going to use CyberChef to actually go through that document. And let's go scroll down a little bit. Yeah, we're just going to go to the questions. Let's see what the first question is. And the first question, what is the version of CyberChef found in the attached VM? Oh, okay, well that one's easy. Let's go to full screen on CyberChef. See if we can find the version here. Looks like it's version 9.49.0, and you can see that in the URL. So I'll scroll down. And the first question, what is the version of CyberChef? 9.49.0. Whoop, whoop, your answer is correct. Awesome. So let's go ahead and see what the next question is. How many recipes were used to extract URLs from the malicious document? So to answer this question, we'll open up full screen on CyberChef, and I'm going to utilize the Open File as Input option, and we'll double click on the Division of Labor Share Plan. And real fast, I want to show you guys just how ugly this data is right now. So we'll scroll down just a little bit. Yeah, it's not readable at all. So what we'll do, we'll stop trying to read that, and we'll utilize some CyberChef tools. So I want to see if there's any human readable strings inside of this file. So I'll put strings right here, and then I'll double click on the strings function. And that adds the strings function to the recipe for this file. And so as you can see, that cleans it up just a little bit. You can see that there's some stuff in here. There might even be maybe some commands, CMD. So let's try and actually take out these characters, this obfuscation. We're going to try and deobfuscate this string here because it's showing us strings. Yeah, but it's also showing us strings that we don't want to see. So I'm going to actually turn this up a little bit. You can just click on this and you'll see it's actually getting rid of certain strings, but I'm going to turn this all the way up to 258. And now you can see it's only showing that obfuscated string. Let's go all the way down and see two equal signs. So this is probably a base 64 encoded string. So keep that in mind as we're going through this further. So now what I want to do is actually match all printable characters. All printable characters. Let's see. Yeah, the end of our string is still two equal signs. Yeah, it's still kind of hard to read. So we're going to have to deobfuscate this. So now we're going to remove this character. So to do that, we'll use it's right here, the find and replace function. We'll double click on it. And we'll go to the find and replace. And if you actually go through the event notes, it actually tells you what to put in here. So I'm going to actually put the registry search command. Just kind of copy what I'm putting. Underscore new line. Okay, now that's actually deobfuscated our data now. Awesome. So command. Okay. So this is probably a PowerShell script. Look at this in plain text, PowerShell. So and it says encode. So yeah, let's go down to the bottom again, and it's still our base64 encoded string. So we still got plenty more work to see this data decoded, and yeah, we just got plenty more work to do. So the next thing we want to do is access the base64 encoding. We're going to get rid of all this data up here. So what I'm going to do is actually type in the word drop bytes, and we'll double click on it. All right, and now that we've double clicked it, we've got the drop bytes command, or the drop bytes function in here. So I'm just going to start clicking here, and you can see it's getting rid of all of that data. So go ahead and keep on clicking. And at the end of the day, it's 124 clicks. You could have just figured that out. But yeah, 124 clicks to only show our base64 encoded data. So I'll show you real fast what this looks like in the maximize pane. You can see this is a giant base64 encoded string here. So let's exit this maximize output. And the next thing we want to do is decode the base64. So we'll go up here and we'll type base64, and we'll double click this from base64. And once you double click from base64, it actually decodes that base64 string. And you can see this data is getting a little easier to read. Look at set variable. You can see some commands are going on in here. Let's see what else we see. But yeah, we still got more work to do, so we won't look around too much. We still want it to be perfect before we discern anything from this data. So now that we've decoded the base64, we can see that this is a script. We saw earlier that it's a PowerShell script. So now we know PowerShell scripts in general are encoded in UTF-16. So now what I want to do is go over here to the search function and type decode text. Okay, and I'll double click on decode text. And once you double click on decode text, you have to choose the right option. So UTF-16 LE 1200. That's what we want. And our data is getting a little easier to read now. But you can see that there's these weird characters in here. There's characters in here that we actually don't want. So we got more finding and removing to do. So remember, from here, we can go to find and remove, or find and replace, excuse me. You double click on find and replace again. And now we want to get rid of a couple of characters, but this is specifically what you're going to type. This is the regular expression that you're going to want to actually find inside of our data and actually replace it. So we're going to take all of those out of there, and our data is getting easier to read now. You might even see it looks like there's some domains here, some URLs. So let's go ahead and keep moving. So we see in here that these are clearly URLs, but there's this weird sign here whenever it's supposed to say HTTP. So look, there's Google here, and it has this B2H underscore. So we want to actually find and replace B2H underscore. Again, we're going to use the find and replace again, and we're going to replace that with HTTP. So go ahead and click find and replace again, and go down in here and find B2H underscore and replace it with HTTP. Okay, now look, we've got some domains in here. All right, these are probably the domains that get visited when you click on the file. This is how the suspicious email actually aided in breaching the server. So this is, you can see, this is a really cool way to analyze data, but we've got more work to do because this data is still not easily read. So the next thing we want to do is extract URLs from this. So there's an extract. We'll type extract, and you'll see extract URL. So we'll double click on this, and you can see that there are URLs in here now. This is getting interesting, right? All of this, they did so much data obfuscation, and they tried to hide all of these little hidden URLs inside of all that data from before. And of course, this was all inside of that base64 encoded string. So there's still this @ sign here that we want to get rid of. So what we can do is actually remove the @ sign with the split function. You'll just type split up here. You'll double click on split, and you'll scroll down to where split is. And the split delimiter you want to split on is the @ and now we've got plain text URLs here. Okay, so there's actually a really cool thing called defanging. So it'll make it so nobody accidentally clicks on these. So I'll type in the word defang up here, defang URL, and now nobody's accidentally going to click on these malicious URLs. So let's go back to TryHackMe and answer some of these questions. So the first question, how many recipes were used to extract URLs from the malicious document? So we've got some counting to do now. So if you scroll through here, give yourself a little bit more space and scroll down, you'll find that the answer to this, we actually used 10 different recipes to extract the URLs from the malicious document. Whoop, whoop, your answer is correct. All right, we found a URL that was downloading a suspicious file. What is the name of that malware? So it looks like it's going to be something maybe .exe. So let's go back to CyberChef and look at, we can actually, we'll defang these so that, we'll actually refang them. That's what it's called, because I want to be able to read these. So look, mysterygift.exe. That is the actual executable that I was trying to get. So we'll copy that, close this, and we'll paste this and submit it. Whoop, whoop, your answer is correct. Awesome. What is the last defanged URL of the Bandit Yeti domain found in the last step? Okay, so we'll close this, or we'll go full screen, excuse me. And I'm going to defang those once again. It looks like the last URL is this one. So I'll copy this. We'll bring it to TryHackMe. What is the last defanged URL? Correct. Whoop, whoop, your answer is correct. Okay, so the last question, what is the ticket found in one of the domains? Format domain/golden flag. Okay, so we'll go back to CyberChef. And depending on on your screen, if you have these fanged or defanged, you should just press this to, actually defang them, or you can refang them so you can see the actual flag here. But it's THM_mystery flag. We'll copy that. And here we go. We'll submit it. Whoop, whoop, we did it. Okay, so day 7 complete. If you liked the investigation today, you might also enjoy the security information and event management module. And I'll do that on my own time. All right, so at this time, I want to thank everyone that watched this video, especially my subscribers. If you haven't subscribed yet, smash that subscribe button so you can see more of my videos and learn with me. Smash that like button so you and other people can see my videos. And also, tell me in the comments, was this video insightful? Have you used CyberChef before? I have, and this was the most I've ever done with it. So yeah, thank you guys so much. And as always, thank you for learning.